Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Women are always on the prowl. Hey, before I go any further, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, or as I call it, a happy family day. I won't be doing a video tomorrow. It's, I gotta have family over. I gotta make that food. Rom cooks major twice a year, for those growing teenage sons of mine. And, we're gonna have all the family together and everything, my sons, my co-parent and everything. Let me just say something real quick about that co-parent thing. I don't care what problems you have, like if some of your fellas getting divorced or whatever, you got kids, you there for your kids, okay? And y'all need to work out anything on behalf of the children, okay? So we stuck together for life raising our sons and oh man, and, Thanksgiving, they very particular about what they wanted, so Rom got to be in there cooking. It's already enough. They got me on the street with my red bottom shoes because I call them my pimps. So I got to feed them, but it's all good. It's all good because just real quick, everything is about family. Everything about family for me, seriously. I don't care how much I talk about women, whatever, family's priority for me, so. It is what it is, and that's how we're gonna roll. Anybody got a problem with it, you might see another side of Rom. Anyway, women are always on the prowl. Understand something. Many men have this thing like the women are just sitting back, waiting for them and all of that, or that they really cold approaching. I gotta hit y'all with the reality of all of that. And I did a video on this before, I forgot where it was, but I've talked about this. I've talked about this for years. It was about this saying that I saw, and I think it was from this book called The Manipulated Man. I'm not sure. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me or give me the proper where it came from. But the saying was, a man chases a woman until she catches him. Always remember that. I think that was from The Manipulated Man by this, I can't remember the author's name. You know what, sometimes I read stuff and, I get the information, but then if you say who wrote it, I was like, I can't pronounce that name. I just take in the information. I don't get caught up too much in who actually wrote the information or something like that. But anyway, yeah, a man chases a woman until she catches him. See, understand something about the woman's game. The woman's game. They always hunting for that man. They always hunting. They just don't do it the same way we do. I remember this is one of the earliest games I learned as a young man, as a teenager, because the women in my family were breaking that down. Like my grandmother was peeping how some little girls in the neighborhood were trying to holler at her brother. She called it. I ain't gonna say anything about one of those little girls. One of them might have caught me. Ain't what my grandmother would have liked. But anyway, but nah, the women will tell you, if they cool with you, they'll tell you. Women checking out for a while. And then the autobiography of Malcolm X, I never forget what he said, because he got with Betty, married her, had the kids, all of that, but he said he thought he was running stuff. He had control and everything. She just sitting back chilling. Then when they finally got married, they at the reception, and her girlfriends are like, "You got him," and Malcolm was like, "What?" And he said it, and this is an ex-pimp. He said they know. They know, seriously. The women, they be trying to act all innocent and stuff, there's that argument about choosing signals and cold approach. Often, it's very rare it's totally cold. Maybe on your part it's cold, but that woman saw you from a while back. And in fact, Cousin T talked about that in his book, The Seduction Scriptures. That woman, they see you from a while back, and they are, you walking down the street, you just seen them right there. They saw you from about 3 blocks down, and they just decided, they categorized you, decided where you want to be, decided what category, how they gonna respond and all of that, and you just seeing them. I'm serious. Shoot, personally, a lot of y'all probably got some stories about finding out someone was checking you out beforehand. You know, I remember like this one young lady I dealt with for years, you know, like when I was at American University. And I remember when I met her, she was just all quiet. I'm feeling like I'm approaching her. She said she knew about me a year before I even saw her. I was like, what? I was like, what? Yeah, I was remember when I was working in the government. There was this woman that worked in another office, young lady that worked in another office. Well, no, another section, and she had been checking me out. It got back to me. She had been looking for a while. She even asked somebody to set us up. I was like, what? They be checking out. Trust me, women always looking. Don't think they just sitting back and just chilling. Shoot, they probably talk about sex and hooking up with a guy more than men do. Shoot, you know how we do as fellas. You know how we do as fellas and stuff. Yeah, we'll talk about women, but shoot, we also talking about football. We'll talk politics, all this stuff. Women spend a lot of time in their privacy talking about men. And the reason I know is I've had women tell me some stuff. Let me say something about that, because I've mentioned that before, and some guy said, well, that you said don't trust what a woman says. I say don't trust what they say publicly. But if you're select and they start talking about sex around you, like freely talking about it, pretty much take what they say a little bit better. But even then, here's how you like determine how they talking to you. Watch their actions overall. No matter what they say, what anybody say really, watch their actions. Do they match? And so women have told me stuff and I take it in consideration. Then I see their actions like, oh, okay, they had a point, you know? Also, it also helps you to bust them in a line. Plus, anybody who's been, who actually goes outside, deal with a lot of people, you can tell when somebody bullshitting you on that, right? So let me, I wanted to clear that up. But they always on the prowl. And you know what? Even without them having to say it, just pay attention. Just sit back and watch. You know, I remember when I was working retail and stuff, I was, a young lady came to work. She was all dressed up and everything. I was like, oh, you hunting today, huh? She was like, yeah, seriously. Like if you on a job and all of a sudden that woman come in and she looking all fine, she looking all fly, hair fixed, got that nice dress on, wearing some pump Jimsons. She hunting. She is hunting. She might now, the thing is, she might not be hunting you in particular, but all you got to do is sit back and say, all right, who's around here? Or be like, hey, what you doing this evening? Oh yeah, me and my girlfriend's going someplace. They hunting, they know, because they like a Venus flytrap. See, their hunt is to draw you to them. Their hunt is to draw you to them. And trust me, they already seen you, they already know. They don't think for a second you surprising them. They already know because they always looking around, you know? Cousin T talked about that in his book, The Seduction Scriptures. He's telling you that. You really just sit back and pay attention to women. Look at how they dressing, all of this. Now, the only thing is, are they looking for you in particular? Maybe, maybe not. You know, one of the things to understand for a man is as soon as you step out, you could step out. I talked about this in my book, Sexual Chemistry. You could be taking out the trash, somebody checking you out. You just don't know. Like I always remember when the couch I'm sitting on, I think I shared this story on Patreon, which by the way, always check out my Patreon, yo. Because that's where I go deep. I hold back here, but especially at the $20 level. And also, too, when people hit me up publicly and say, oh, request something, I only take requests on Patreon because, well, they pay. They pay and they support me. They support me so much so when they ask a reasonable question, I'll answer it. So anyway, right? I remember when I went to get this couch, I'm at the place and, giving the, paying for it and everything. And this young lady, nice looking young lady, she said, oh yeah. She looked at the address, oh yeah, I thought I'd seen you around before. I'm like, I ain't never seen her around before. She was like smiling and stuff. It was like, oh, okay. Asked me for my name. I was like, okay. They always looking. They always looking. They always checking out. Thing is, only a small percentage are going to approach that man. But what they do, of course, is if they in that man's vicinity, oh, they know how to draw the attention. In fact, several women have told me, because remember, a third of my consultation clients are women. And they've told me how they met some guy. They say, oh yeah, I saw him walking there. So, you know, I clocked him and I put myself in his path. You know, in fact, I did a video with a young lady. In fact, I'm gonna put that one in the, no, I ain't gonna put that one in. Y'all look it up. Did a video with a young lady and she said, you know, they always laying out breadcrumbs, stuff like that. They hunt, they just not, most aren't Blake. Now you get some who are just straight up and they like boom, 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 but usually to experience that, you need to be top notch. You need to be top notch physically and also have a type of personality that's comfortable with being approached. So, but they always on a prowl, understand that. Like women be trying to act like, well, I don't know, innocent. I just look at them, I'm just saying. I know I say it to them like that. Because see, one thing, like I said, if you deal with enough women and you know how to spot bullshit, you already know when they give you some. Because I've actually told women, like one of my favorites, when I told a woman straight up she would cheat, and then she took an hour to explain why. That she would cheat on her man. I said, hey, watch out, you know you'll cheat on your man. And she explained to me why. It took an hour and explained why. So once you learn that, you start learning the other stuff. And that's especially for younger guys, really some older guys. They always on the prowl. They always on the prowl. So anyway, that's all I have for today, y'all. Like I said, I'm not gonna have a video tomorrow. Rom gotta get up, gotta fix the table right. I gotta get that turkey, inject that sauce in it, all that stuff. Cause I ain't vegan, so anyway. Yeah, and then playing for the gym the next morning. I'll be doing more cardio. So anyway, y'all, that's all I have for today. But y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Y'all have a happy family day, whatever term you want to use. But just real quick, that's the main thing is about is family. We won't get into the official history of Thanksgiving and stuff, but it's become a day when family can come together. And I don't care, like I said, no matter what, appreciate your family, okay? Appreciate your family. At the end of the day, they all you got. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all. Peace and blessings.